I'm Michael Decker, and I'm with the CMXG robotics team at Warner Robins, and I am the program manager for all the robots in CMXG, and I also run and support all the robots that we use out here for production. So this is our first of 3 laser depaint robots, and the other 2 are coming within the next 4 to 6 months. So this system essentially depaints off airframe flight controls with a defocused welding laser. The laser has a tolerance for distance that it can be from the asset. Off the top of my head, I believe that's about 4 to 5 inches, which isn't super bad for something relatively flat to hand program. But even hand programming something like that, you'd have to have some sort of system to make sure it was always in the exact same place every time you ran that particular system, and whether that would be fixturing or markings on the floor or holes in the floor or something like that. Even still, writing a program like that, depending on what the part is, of course, could take anywhere from 6 hours to several days. This system does all of its own programming itself. It depends on the complexity of the part, but so far the most complex thing we've ran in here is an F-15 radome, and it takes it about 2 minutes to plan a path to work the entire surface of the radome. So this is kind of like our first attempt at getting lasers approved for assets. So I know that if we didn't have this, the current system that this is replacing is called FlashJet. And for FlashJet to depaint a radome takes at least usually about 4 hours. This can depaint a radome in 2.5 to 3 hours with the current settings we're using, but I believe we could probably get it down to 2 hours. So if you're hand programming, right, you have to worry about like joint configurations and the relationships together, but this thing can take care of all that for you in 2 minutes, and so you don't even have to think about it. The way this system keeps us ahead of the curve for everyone else is it completely removes any fixturing required. So because it programs itself and is adaptable on the fly, you can roll a part in here on whatever trailer they carry it around on, stick it anywhere within the arm's reach, and then from there the system is able to handle it and process the part. And since you're not relying on fixturing, you can not only can you put them anywhere you want, you can put as many of them as you can fit in here as you want. On top of that, it's very clean. So it has a triple filtration HEPA vacuum cleaner on it as well. So any smoke that comes off of the surface as the paint's getting ablated gets captured by that vacuum. It's both an efficiency thing and a safety thing. The primary driver for all the robots out here is safety. If we want it to be safer, and if it's as efficient as the previous process, that's great. If it's faster like this one is, all the better. This system is the future at Robins. We've already got 2 more of this system coming in. One will be going in the building just down the street over there, and another one will be going in the other FlashJet building we have on base, across the base. The future is essentially systems like this that require no fixturing, little maintenance, minimal intervention on the part of any operators, and potentially have the ability to run overnight without anybody managing them at all. So in a lot of ways, it's going to make things a lot cleaner and safer for everybody, and I think that's kind of what matters.